Hello beautiful unicorns. I wanted to share a quick thought with you before heading to work this morning. I'm out for a drive. I wanted to share a thought with you on closed-mindedness, okay? And what it is and what it is not. It is not closed-minded to believe a thing to be the case most likely. It is closed-minded to believe it so certainly that that belief must then be held by all before you will be satisfied. Because that's what leads to the enforcement of it. There's never an issue with the idea. You know, Hitler's idea didn't kill millions of people. It was the enforcement of it. Hitler could have held that idea or that belief his entire life. In fact, there are plenty of people in the world that hold similar ideas and beliefs to Hitler nowadays. But they're not in positions of power because we don't really want them to be in positions of power, or the majority don't, yeah? The issue with all conspiracy theories and science is to believe beyond any shadow of a doubt that which you believe is conclusively the truth, and the only truth that is to be permitted, especially the truth on a specific matter. Considering the tendency of scientific truth to turn false countless of times throughout history, it might be reasonable to assume even the most conclusive truths aren't conclusive. And we should take everything with a pinch of salt. We can believe a thing is most likely based upon the evidence, but we can never know beyond any shadow of a doubt. And that's the truth. If there is a universal truth, it's that we should remain uncertain about any truths we think we've discovered. I forget who said it, but a lot of people have heard it. It's a famous quote. The only thing that I know is that I know nothing at all. Or at least very little. And that's not to say some people don't know more than others. It's to say you don't ever know if what you know is more than others. Because it's all from a subjective seat. And it's constantly changing throughout history. The amount of times we've had certifiable truth, and it's turned out not to be, you know? So we never know anything beyond a shadow of a doubt. There is no problem with a person believing the earth is flat unless requiring that all others must share this view or be forced to. One of the benefits that could come from this uncertain approach to life is that you will attract people to the positions, scientific, conspiratorial, political, that are interested in the subject, or positions for the exploration and understanding of the subjects they believe to be most accurate, instead of people being attracted to positions or ideas that grant power by means of certainty or support. Yeah, so if the position, political, scientific, anything else, if it's not presented as conclusive truth, and it's presented even within the curriculum, school curriculums, as the best we've managed to crawl toward truth, or what some people believe to be most true, yeah. If that's what's taught in schools, and if we're taught to think critically about literally everything, yeah, you are going to attract people to those positions and to a position because they believe it most, instead of because of the position, prestige, or power that position grants them. I mean, this would be particularly useful in a political environment. You strip all power from the position, thus repelling a corrupt-minded individual who might only be there for the level of control it grants them over others. You know, you won't get people who are there on a power trip if all positions grant no greater power than any other, no greater certainty than any other. You'll get people in those positions that are interested in the ideas alone, that are interested in helping society alone, instead of what they can get out of society. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. If you applied it to a political position, you get politicians who were there to see how they could help the people instead of how the people can help them. Yeah? And at the end of the day, they're supposed to be public servants. This idea might be a useful tool against corruption.